year ago, I put on the Oura Ring 4 and I literally have not taken it off. I have worn it every single day through every run, every night of sleep. It predicts my period. It tells me when I'm about to get sick. And it even reminds me that every decision I made on a Saturday night was a mistake. So when Oura came out with the Oura Ring 5, you know I had to get my hands on it. Especially when they're saying it's the smallest smart ring on the market. And I had one question, and that was probably the same question that led you to this video. Is it worth upgrading to the Oura Ring 5 purely based off of size, or are there other benefits that make it worth your money? Well, as you can see, I bought both of them. So today's video is going to be me giving the full rundown on the new Oura Ring 5, how it compares to the Oura Ring 4, and my honest opinion if it's worth your money. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I love to make wellness and fitness content, and I also love to review hot girl gadgets, and this is the Daily Deets. So normally I would make this video and I would make you wait all the way to the very end to get my final verdict on if this ring is actually worth your money. But I'm gonna give you a spoiler. Okay, I'm gonna be that girl, I'm giving you a spoiler. Because this is honestly the most important thing that I think that you need to know about the new Oura Ring. And that is pretty much every big core fundamental software update that is on the Oura Ring 5 is coming to the Gen 4 and 3. Things like blood pressure signals, nighttime breathing, better live workout tracking, which we've been asking for. So if you're purely upgrading because you want a better ring with better features, I don't really know if you need to spend any more money to get that, which means your entire decision comes down to one thing, and that's the hardware. How the ring looks, how it feels, and how it lasts. I want to talk about something really important here. I have 3 Oura Rings on my hand. The first ring was the ring that I initially got, probably around a year and a half ago. Wore it every single day, loved it, did all the fun things. But you can see the gold has completely tarnished. You can see how the gold fades from this ring to this ring, which is interesting because I had to get a new one. Oura graciously replaced this ring and sent me a new one because the battery stopped working and I was still within warranty. But I've been wearing this gold one probably for like 6 months now, maybe a little less than 6 months. The gold of the new ring is completely different than the gold of the Gen 4. So, this decision does come down to hardware, the look, the feel, and I want you to know that if you are trying to get the OG gold Oura Ring, it's not the same. They're not even close. Look at the color. They're not even close. So what we're gonna be comparing in this video is just that. It's the hardware. It's these 2 rings against each other. The Gen 4 is about 7.9 millimeters wide, compared to the Gen 5, which is only 6 millimeters, which is around 30% smaller. I always have people coming up to me saying, oh, I really want to get an Oura Ring, but it's just so big. It's so bulky. I just couldn't wear it every day. Well, listen, Oura listened and they made you a smaller ring. So if that truly was the only reason, Melissa, then why haven't you bought it? Why haven't you bought it? When it comes to the size difference, why it feels different is this feels like I'm wearing a smart tech ring. This feels like I'm a cutesy girl in New York City wearing a ring. It's a completely different feel. It's very dainty and I like it. I don't lift in my Oura Ring right now because it's too big and it's too bulky. If I pick up a dumbbell, I can literally feel it moving around. I hate it. Now this, I feel like I can like throw some weight around with this ring because it's much smaller and it's closer to my hand. And you're probably wondering if you've watched my last video, yeah, Julia, but you're gonna lift up a dumbbell and it's still gonna get all scratched up. Yes, but maybe not. Both of the rings are still titanium, but the new ring is allegedly more scratch resistant. I don't know how they do that. I don't know, but I will be the judge of it, okay? This is hot out of the box. I just wanted to give my initial review. Apparently there's a coating that makes it less scratch resistant. We'll see if that actually holds up when I'm in the gym. Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, ooh, I think I wanna try an Oura Ring. Something else has changed, okay? I accidentally ordered the sizing kit. I thought that I was actually ordering the ring. So when this showed up, you can imagine I was a little confused. But I'm actually happy that this showed up because I learned something. The Gen 4 comes in way more sizes than the Gen 5. The Gen 4 came in sizes 4 to 15, but the Gen 5 only does sizes 6 to 13. We've cut off some fingers. So if you have a very, very tiny finger or a very large finger, this literally might not fit you. So if you're thinking about getting the ring, order the sizing kit on purpose, not an accident like me, because it might be make or break for you, baby. Another thing that improved on the ring is the battery life. And I am notorious. I know I made the claim that I've been wearing this ring for a year and a half. Yeah, I have, but I didn't say it was charged every day, okay? I am not great at charging things in general, and that's why I'm happy about the Gen 5 because the battery life is better. Now I know you guys might be laughing in the comments about this because it's not like it's significantly better. The Gen 4 will last anywhere from 5 to 8 days. The Gen 5 is 6 to 9. We're just barely moving the needle. Not a lot, but for somebody who's really bad at charging pretty much everything, could be a big win. And why I feel like Oura thinks this tiny shift is still a big, big win is the fact that they made a smaller device and yet they still improve the battery. Typically, it goes the opposite way. Now, because we are talking about the battery life, I think it's important to bring up the fact that I have had 2 Oura rings prior to this, like I already said in this video, and they had to replace this ring with this ring because the battery literally stopped working. So, I really, really hope that this battery is a lot better than all the other batteries. Because as we know with all tech that you buy, whether it's your iPhone, your Garmin, your smart ring, batteries over time just get worse and worse and worse. So if you've been wearing your Oura Ring Gen 3 or Gen 4 and it's dying around dinner time, might be a way for you to math yourself into a new ring. It's not the sexy reason, it's not the cutesy reason, but it might be the more logical reason. So Oura's claiming that this ring is going to be better at activity tracking, better at sleep tracking, better at all these new features that I listed at the very beginning of the video. And they did this by redoing the sensors on the inside of the ring. They're low profile domes that sit closer to your skin and they have more powerful LEDs. The goal is to have more consistent readings across different finger sizes and skin tones. This has been actually an issue not just for Oura, but for most wearables, is to get a more accurate read. And you do that by getting closer to the body, obviously. Now, I'm just one girl who likes to buy hot girl gadgets, so you don't have to take my word for it. But I've been wearing both of these rings, and so far the readings have been the same. Take that as you will. So this is just another thing that, like, if you feel like your sensor isn't great or you feel like the ring isn't super tight and because it's bulky, maybe upgrade. Let's think about outside of the ring and inside of the app. A lot of these things that are coming with the Gen 5 will also be coming with the Gen 4, and some of them will be with the Gen 3. Probably one of my favorite features in the app is the health radar. This pretty much tells you if you're getting sick. And unfortunately, this was going off a lot for me this year. Now within the health radar, one of the new updates has to do with blood pressure signals. The ring is going to be sensing if your blood pressure is dipping throughout the night, like it's supposed to, and if it doesn't, boom, we're throwing red flags, baby. And another thing that we've all been obsessed with for some reason over the past few years is nighttime breathing. Now the thing that I'm most excited about is the live activity tracking, because outside of just tracking my steps, this ring was not tracking shit. So now you'll be able to go in, start a workout, see your pace, and see your distance in real time on your phone. Now, if you've watched my other video, I firmly believe that Oura is a recovery and sleep wearable first. It's not something that's going to replace your Garmin or your Apple Watch. But with this new feature, it seems like maybe they're trying to compete a little more with Whoop. And between you and I don't like Whoop that much because it's just not that cute. Now this interesting feature that they're also adding to the app might rub people the right way or the wrong way. They're adding GLP-1 medication tracking inside of the app. One thing that we have to cover is the price of this bad boy. This is coming in at a whopping $500, and yes, tack on the subscription. It's always gonna be there. If you're like, I don't care about the size, but I've always wanted an Oura Ring, now is your time to get the Gen 4. I love the Gen 4. They dropped the price to like $350 depending on like what color and whatever finish that you're getting. We have to talk about the elephant in the room. And it's the elephant that everybody points out. And it's the thing that I hear from my friends. It's the thing that I hear in the comments is the subscription from Oura is not going anywhere. And it's crazy and people hate it and we all hate it, but it's something that I am still willing to pay for. The subscription is $5.99 a month. It gives you access to everything in the app. And yes, it is a little confusing when you think I spent $500 on a ring and then that's like another $70 every year. And let's say I have this ring for a few years, like you're paying like anywhere from like $700, maybe $800 on a ring, when you could go to a competitor who doesn't have a subscription and pay way less and be done with it. So you need to look in the mirror and you need to be honest with yourself. Do you care about the ring and the branding and the features and the fact that I truly believe they are the leader in the market? Or do you care about having a ring that's just gonna give you like the data that you want and you don't care about all the bells and the whistles and the branding? Well then, it's a pretty clear path, okay? You've got like RingCon and Ultra Human, and then you've got like Oura. Just make your decision and make peace with it. But yes, the subscription is not going anywhere. It's $5.99 a month. It is HSA and FSA eligible, but it sucks. It's dumb. I know people are gonna be in the comments like, it's so stupid, you're so dumb, why would you do that?
Because I don't know, maybe I'm dumb.
And I like the new cute ring. Sue me. I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. So what's my verdict? Is the Oura Ring 5 actually worth upgrading? If most of you already own the Oura Ring 4, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. But if you own the Oura Ring 4 and it's not working, the battery's like gone kapoots on you, or if you're finally wanting to make a jump and get a smart ring, get the 5, because it's cute. Look at it. It's cute, it has a better battery, it's smaller, allegedly it's more scratch resistant. It really comes down to the fact that like, are you the person who gets the new iPhone when it comes out? Or are you the type of person that waits for your iPhone to die and then get it? It's that same situation. I love how cute and little this is. I think like this, if you are new to wearables, is way easier than buying the 4. It is, it just is, because it's less clunky. Like even on my hand, like it's just less clunky. Even if I push them up, this is a better ring. But like, do I think that the features are that much better on the 5? Not really. Not really, I don't. It really comes down to like, do you care about having a different look? Because it is a completely different look. So like if we're gonna girl math our way through this, it could be worth your money because it's different in that sense, okay? I wanna leave you with one thing, because I think wearables, something like an Oura Ring or like a Whoop, is not something that you necessarily need to check every single day. The power of having a wearable like an Oura Ring is the data that you get long term. And that's why maybe investing in the Gen 5 is worth it, because it's slim, it's something that you're not gonna take off, because you wanna be able to look back on your data, see if you're trying different things, or if you're training, or if you change your diet, like how it's affecting you in different aspects. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I hope you liked this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, your questions, what you loved, what you hated. If there's something that you want me to review, I don't know, put it in the comments. And if you want to buy the Gen 4 or the Gen 5, I have my affiliate links below. If you buy through those links, it helps me make more videos like this. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.